Hello, trading is closed on May the 19th, 2016. Let's go over yesterday's call. I had a MEJT target of 2056. Obviously that didn't happen. I have a trading rule which isn't part of the system that says if we gap down sharply in the undesired direction, the target's probably out of reach. So that was dead before we opened. But the other call was unless this low was undercut promptly, we should have a big rally. Well, it was undercut within the first half hour, and the question is that promptly? Well, when I say promptly, I usually mean we gap down and we go straight down till we undercut this low. This little squiggle might not look like much in retrospect, but I have to admit at the time I thought that was going to hold. I had a whole bunch of support at this level, and when support fails, it usually is not good. Let's look at today's patterns and see if we can make some sense out of what will happen tomorrow. Over here, MEJT gave a sell signal and an ultimate sell signal that says this move is false. It gives us a target of 2029.85, most likely to print tomorrow. There's an ultimate target at the same price. There's no time limit, but remember we have only 7 failed ultimate targets in 14 years, and we typically get about 150 targets a year, and the only failed ultimate target since October 2013 came right at the all-time high, and failure at major changes and trends is part of the system. So even if we don't see this number tomorrow, I'm pretty confident we're going to see it at some time. Well, when this fails, it's big trouble, and we have a significantly lower target. The problem is we have the same signal we had yesterday. Gap down, a series of lower lows, can't hold on to any of them, can't even hold on to these lows from yesterday. In general, unless this low falls promptly, ideally by gapping under it, it usually leads to higher prices. So the rule I have for conflicting signals is the commonest thing is we gap outside of the range, and the next most commonest thing is we close a little changed. I'm looking for 2029.85. Most likely tomorrow. It would make the most sense to me if we gapped under these lows, but based on where futures are now, that doesn't look very likely. I should point out that we're close to getting sequential and combo signals to buy on the 65-minute chart. If they happen, I'm not going to pay attention to them other than to say when some signals fail, such as this big one here failing, other signals tend to fail too. So this is pretty negative action. The only fly in the ointment is the close, which didn't hold on to these lows. And I'm hoping to see that resolved tomorrow by lower prices, even if we trade higher first, which I'm not predicting or predicting against. And that's today's call, 2029.85.